cynical territory. Let's start with the production, and I really don't like it. I get that it's trying to set up a sinister vibe, but in my opinion, it works too well. The production makes Identity feel really uncomfortable to listen to. It feels like I'm a horror movie victim about to be murdered. Not helping is Grandson's vocal delivery. He's either creepily singing like one of the Shining girls or shrieking like a demon. It's really off putting and doesn't do the man any services. As for the lyrics, they're okay. They have the same kind of vibe as the rest of the album, but they're really bogged down by the vocals and production. Identity is just a really subpar track with ugly production, shrieking vocal delivery, and an air of sinister uncomfortability that makes the song a really awful listen. I get the appeal, but Identity just isn't for me.
I don't wanna move on, but I don't wanna get left behind. I don't wanna move on, but I don't wanna get left behind.
Unlike Identity, Left Behind is a fantastic track. Like In Over My Head, the production is really fun, springy, and toe-tapping. It really fits the cynical yet fun vibe Death of an Optimist is going for. It's very entertaining production that makes Left Behind a noteworthy track. Grandson is also good. Once again, like In Over My Head, his voice has an enthusiastic and fun vibe, but still fits the cynicism of the album. It's a very entertaining and fun vocal performance. And the lyrics are great. The chorus slaps, the verses are really interesting, and they feel quintessentially Grandson. Left Behind is just a very fun, bouncy track that beautifully fits the album and is a great palate cleanser after the really ugly and uncomfortable Identity. Definitely a track worth checking out.
Do you have enough love in your heart to go and get your hands dirty?
Dirty is easily my favorite song on Death of an Optimist. It is such a banger. Let's start with the production, and my god does it freaking slap. I know I say that a lot, but Dirty's production really does freaking slap. It's so incredibly infectious, fun, and awesome, reminding me a lot of Feel It Still by Portugal the Man. And my god, that drop is freaking phenomenal. Grandson also sounds fantastic. His voice has that same awkward vibe that's in a lot of his songs, but it's also incredibly grand and confident at the same time. You can tell that he's genuinely passionate about the messages portrayed in Dirty, and that dedication not only makes Dirty incredibly fun, but also allows the audience to fully take in Grandson's messages. And the lyrics? God, these lyrics are awesome. While the validity of their message is debatable, they are so freaking quotable. Once you listen to this song, you will quote these lyrics from memory. They are that memorable. I also love the music video. The black and white filter adds a lot of atmosphere and identity. The barcode men are cool, and I like how it tells a story with Grandson both as the hero and the villain. So yeah, I freaking love Dirty. It's fun, it's enjoyably awesome, the production slaps, the vocals rule, the lyrics are memorable, and the entire song is just so freaking fun. If you don't listen to any songs from this album, at least listen to Dirty. An absolute highlight, my favorite off the album, and one that I'll listen to again and again.
I talked to X, he told me that he's always watching. He put a hex up on my soul to keep me locked in. I keep on looking at the world like I'm an optimist. He says we can't go back, there ain't no way of stopping this.
The Ballad of G and X is a really cool interlude. Like the title track, it's very soft and atmospheric. It even starts with the same tape recorder button that opens said title track. But while Death of an Optimist, the song is very breezy and relaxing, the Ballad of G and X is a lot more spooky and foreboding. As for Grandson, sounds really good. His voice is very soft and reserved, the complete opposite of how he was on Identity. This allows the atmosphere of the song to resonate harder and in turn make the Ballad of GNX a memorable interlude. Nice work, grandson. And the actual material of the interlude is great too. Grandson decided to go the spoken word poetry route in the vein of interludes like Music to Walk Home To and For Free. And it's really cool, interesting, atmospheric, and fitting with the album. Nice work. The Ballad of GNX is a solid interlude that isn't boring, grabs the audience's attention, fits the album's aesthetic, and is a good break between songs. Not the best interlude ever made, but still pretty good.
I'm gonna get away with it. I'm gonna be a winner. I'm gonna get away. The rich get richer, the sick get sicker.
We Did It is my second favorite song on Death of an Optimist, behind Dirty. Let's start with the production, and my god is it fantastic. It's so anthemic and booming, really attracting the audience while at the same time being brilliantly chaotic. Filled with blaring techno noises, rocking guitars, and impactful production, it perfectly works with the anthemic nature of the song, calling out to whoever's listening and fully immersing them in Grandson's world. Absolutely brilliant production. And Grandson himself also sounds great. Like the song itself, Grandson's vocals feel really anthemic, making the song's message pop out even harder, commanding the audience to listen to his message and join him in his cause. A fantastic vocal performance. And like with Dirty, the lyrics are memorable as hell. Some people might not vibe with the message, but after hearing this song, lines like, "We did it, we didn't," and "I'm gonna get away with it, I'm gonna be a winner," will be stuck in your head. Absolutely memorable and awesome lyrics. Also, the visualizer is really cool. It's very creative and fits with the song's anarchic nature. We Did It is not a song for everyone, but for those it's for, it rules. Awesome production, fantastic vocals, and memorable lyrics. Definitely an album highlight.
Tell me what I'm supposed to think when the bullets start to pour. I am about so great or good when you send me off to war.
World War III is a decent song. Let's start with the production, and it's not bad. It's a lot more sullen than some of the other tracks on Death of an Optimist, but unlike Identity, it works in the song's favor instead of against it. But unlike Identity, it works in the song's favor instead of against it. The sullen and dark production gives World War III atmosphere and makes the song pop out. It's very effective and alright. Grandson also sounds good. Like how his voice in We Did It fits with the anarchic nature of that song, his performance in World War III perfectly fits with the sullen and sad atmosphere of that song. It's a nice vocal performance that's very fitting. And while the lyrics are kinda shaky, they're still effective and deliver an alright message. World War III is definitely one of the weaker tracks on Death of an Optimist, but it's alright for what it is. Not an absolute highlight, but still worth listening to.
I've been caught up in the riptide for too long, cause it's all I know. I've been letting this shit slide.
Grandson also sounds really good. He gives a very dynamic and energetic performance that really feels engaging and emotional. And the lyrics are very interesting. They paint a unique and interesting picture that makes the song stick out. Very nice lyrics. Riptide is just a very enjoyable jamming song with great production, great vocals, and great lyrics. Another song worth checking out.
Cause all that I've got, all that I got is nothing, nothing, nothing. I feel nothing, nothing, nothing.
Pain Shopping is a very cool track. The production is really good, mainly staying simple, but going grand and complex when it needs to. With a raindrop sounding boop, nice guitars, and a phenomenal drop, the production for Pain Shopping is just a very enjoyable listen. Grandson is also fantastic. His performance is very heartfelt and genuine. He feels genuinely passionate about what he's saying, and this makes Pain Shopping resonate harder. It's a great performance that works well with the song. And the lyrics are really good too. They paint an interesting picture, work well with the vibe of the song, and are generally alright. I can see why some people might not like them, but I think they're very interesting and cool. Paint Shopping is just another great Grandson song with great production, a really enjoyable vocal performance, and good lyrics. Not much to say, but thumbs up from me.
I'm a pothead, I'm a sinner, got no hope, not a sliver.
Drop Dead is a straight banger. Let's start with the production, and it's really good. The production for Drop Dead is the perfect blend of atmospheric and rockin', having an awesome ambience and adrenaline-fueled vibe that really fits the album's aesthetic. Easily some of the best production on Death of an Optimist. Grandson also sounds very good. He gives off a defeated and tired vibe, which really works with the song. It makes Drop Dead feel very vibey and relatable, as we've all had moments where we just don't care and want to deflate. And overall, very good vocal performance. And the lyrics are good too. They're very interesting, paint an interesting picture, and really make Drop Dead stand out. Drop Dead is just a very interesting, cool, and enjoyable banger, with great production, great vocals, and great lyrics. Definitely a track worth checking out.
Welcome to paradise, where me and you can always hide. Welcome to paradise.
And so we end Death of an Optimist with the 12th and final track, Welcome to Paradise. And it's a pretty good outro. It starts with the same tape recorder button that the Ballad of GNX and the title track started with, and then goes into incredibly dark and atmospheric beepy production. It's very grand and bombastic production that sounds great and ends the album with a bang. Grandson also sounds great. He sounds very passionate and invested, which adds to the overall atmosphere of the song and in turn makes the audience feel invested. A very effective and enjoyable vocal performance. And the lyrics are good too. They're very grand, bombastic, and have an open vagueness that makes it open to theories. Very effective. Welcome to Paradise is just a very bombastic and awesome closer, with great production, really good vocals, and interesting lyrics. A great end to this great album. For a debut studio album, Death of an Optimist is really freaking good. It has its problems. Identity is a cynical mess, a lot of the tracks blend together, and the lyrics can be iffy at times. But overall, DOAO is a very good experience with a ton of highlights. Songs like In Over My Head, the title track Left Behind, and Riptide do a good job of setting up the album's atmosphere, and both Dirty and We Did It are freaking bangers. Death of an Optimist is an album that really demonstrates Grandson's potential as an artist, and is a good listen for fans of Grandson, dark music, and 21 Pilots-esque stuff. It's not for everyone, but Death of an Optimist does its job and does it well. I look forward to whatever Grandson plans on making next. Also, check out Grandson's collab with X-Ambassadors and K-Flay Zen. It's an incredibly underrated banger. And that's it. Comment below your thoughts on Death of an Optimist and tune in for more content when I make it. Till next time, this is Jeremy signing off. Adios.